In Zimbabwe's gold mining towns, men live like ghosts. They appear in the dead of night, chasing fortune in the red earth, and sometimes they vanish. But on August 9th, 2020, in the shadow of a shopping center, one man's vanishing act would leave another man dead, and a mystery that still bleeds through the streets of Kwekwe. The pandemic has the world locked down, but in Amaveni shopping center, the night still breathes. It breathes desperation, it breathes crime, and on this particular night, it breathes murder. Meet Toktek Sibanda, not a ghost, not yet, but close. An artisanal gold miner who lives life on the run, moving from town to town like a drifter in an old western. Bindora one day, Kwekwe the next, Shurugwi after that. No fixed address, no ties that bind, just dust and displacement. Tonight he's not alone. His younger brother, Alois, walks with him through the empty streets. They're brothers in blood, but tonight they'll become brothers in something darker. Enter John Chibaya, another man in the margins. A sex worker is involved, an argument erupts, and then a knife, a blade that appears from nowhere, slicing through Chibaya's back, carving a canyon through his flesh. He bleeds out on the pavement while the darkness swallows his killer. The witnesses are certain they saw Toktek do it. They'll swear to it in court. But Toktek, he has a different story. In his statement, Toktek doesn't deny being there, he just denies being the killer. It wasn't me, he says, it was my brother, Alois. He describes the scene, the fight, the chase, the moment Alois turned hunter and John Chibaya became prey. Toktek says he followed briefly, then went home, didn't see the stabbing, didn't know about the death, knew nothing. And Alois, that brother he points to, vanished without a trace, a ghost in a story full of ghosts. But Detective Gideon Sibanda, no relation to the brothers, sees a pattern. When they finally hunt down Toktek 2 months later in Shurugwi, they don't just find a suspect, they find a fugitive. Bindora, 2019, 2 more murders, case number CRB 108819. Toktek stands accused. The Harare court grants him bail on October 22nd. His next court date, October 31st, just 9 days later. He never shows up. A warrant is issued. Toktek Sibanda officially becomes a ghost. He drifts through Zimbabwe's mining circuits, allegedly leaving bodies in his wake. When the detective asks why he didn't appear in court, Toktek's answers are convenient. He says he fell seriously ill after his release. When he recovered, he didn't know he had to report back. He's ignorant of court procedures. Justice Zisengwe, months later, will call these explanations lame, utterly unconvincing, and patently false. But questions remain. They haunt the case like ghosts of their own. Where is Alois Sibanda? Did he ever exist as the killer, or is he just a shadow Toktek conjured to escape the light? Did witnesses truly see Toktek plunge the knife, or did darkness and chaos create false certainty? As of April 29, 2021, when Justice Zisengwe issued his written reasons, these questions still glimmered just out of reach, like gold dust in red earth, precious, elusive, and buried deep down. John Chibaya remains dead, his blood long since washed from Amaveni's pavement. Toktek Sibanda remains in his cell, his nomadic life finally locked to one location. And somewhere in Zimbabwe's mining territories, perhaps Bindora, perhaps Shurugwi, or perhaps somewhere new, the truth still drifts, waiting to be caught. This is the vanishing act that couldn't vanish forever, the ghost who became flesh and blood and murder. For Homicide Files, if this story sent chills down your spine, hit that subscribe button, because in the world of true crime, some ghosts refuse to stay buried. Rest in peace, John Chibaya.